Our headlines for you today. 9 in 10 NHS dental practices are not accepting new patients, according to an investigation by BBC News. Dentists say the service is at a tipping point.
Hundreds of children were strip-searched by the Met Police between 2018 and 2020, according to new data given to the Children's Commissioner.
Living with the devastating diagnosis of motor neurone disease, Rugby Union's Ed Slater speaks for the first time.
It's very difficult to get that news, as you can imagine, but my attitude is very much day by day. You know, that keeps my spirits high.
Returning to cash to stay on top of costs. Good morning. The Post Office reports a record number of cash withdrawals as people reduce card use to feel more in control of their finances.
And good morning from Birmingham and the last day of the Commonwealth Games. After a golden Sunday for all the home nations, with victories on the track, in the boxing ring and in the women's hockey too.
Good morning. As we go through this week, some of us are going to once again experience a heat wave, with some parts of the country getting up to 35 or 36 degrees with a lot of dry, sunny weather.
Well, the Financial Times leads with the Conservative leadership candidate Liz Truss appearing to contradict herself by saying she is open to offering cash handouts to help people cope with the cost of living. Well, that's also the main story for The Express, which paints Ms Truss's latest comments in a positive light. The Eye believes that the issue will prove decisive in the contest. Meanwhile, The Times says voters are urging the candidates to control inflation before tax cuts. And on the same subject, The Mirror has word of the intervention of the former Prime Minister, Gordon Brown, who says Parliament should be recalled from summer recess to tackle the crisis. Now, The Guardian has seen leaked documents which suggest the Justice Secretary, Dominic Raab, is seeking to make it harder to bring legal challenges against the government. And The Telegraph carries a warning from the Health Secretary, Steve Barclay, that action needs to be taken immediately to prevent a winter crisis in the NHS. According to the Mail, Tory MPs investigating the Prime Minister over Partygate have been urged to quit by his allies. And the Metro reports that the Metropolitan Police have conducted 650 strip searches on children between 2018 and 2020, often without an appropriate adult present. Now, amid calls for wider hosepipe bans, The Sun says barbecues are being discouraged as well. And The Star appears sceptical of a water company's advice to save the vital resource by washing themselves with a flannel rather than having a shower. And if you want to see any of those front pages again or read the stories, scan the QR code on your screen and it will take you to the press review
of today's newspapers. We're going to start with The Guardian. It's reporting that the Children's Commissioner for England has criticised the Metropolitan Police's record on child protection after it was revealed that the force strip-searched 650 children between 2018 and 2020. You'll see there the picture there. The England's women's hockey team, they won gold at the Commonwealth Games.
Sun leads with a warning from fire chiefs who want garden barbecues stamped out amid fears of another 40-degree super scorcher, as they're calling it, this week.
A stroll after dinner. It's been long thought to clear the mind. Now the Times reporting that it can also improve blood sugar control and reduce the chances of developing heart problems or diabetes.